Yeah. Y'all nice. Y'all real nice, you know? But it's big sharks over here, baby. It's Baski, bitch.
Hello, everyone. It's your boy Baski. We're back here at the Black Room.
Of course, with Sharifa. Everybody know me as Rifa, though. I'm the owner, designer, all that of the Black Room.
Yes, and today we just gonna vibe. We'll probably talk about dandyism.
Oh, we're going to talk about
Oh,
Dandyism.
shoot.
Probably. That's what we're going to talk about.
I bet. So we're not even gonna waste any time. Let's just
Yes.
go straight into
Straight
it and
in.
stuff.
So the theme was superfine, no, Black Dandy, superfine tailoring.
Right. So she's talking in regards to the Met Gala
Met-
that
yeah.
passed. So
Monday.
yeah. So Sharifa, what does
What does that mean?
yeah? What
Okay,
is
I mean,
dandyism to you?
I feel like it's a very subjective meaning, and if you looked at what people wore, it is subjective. To me, it means. I think about it like back in the days, we wore very European like clothes to elevate ourselves. You
Okay.
know, like people had just migrated from the south to the north, and they wanted to look the part. They wanted to look like, we getting money. This is the new Negro movement, which turned into the Black Renaissance. I feel like it's around that time. So they, just wanted to look the part, and looking European-ish meant you had money.
Oh, well, I don't know. We're from Harlem, so let's switch that, right?
I mean,
let's
yeah.
talk about dandyism growing up from where we came up.
Okay, all right. What, you were 80s baby?
Yeah.
You're 80s baby. Okay, so I grew up. A good part of my look at that. You got the sweater on. Appreciate
Yep,
that, brother.
fire.
A good part of my life, I grew up in Jamaica, and then at some point I moved to Westchester, and then I moved to Harlem. What are you shaking your head about?
No, I'm
You
just
shaking
joking.
your head because I'm an immigrant?
Why is she always like this? No, I'm shaking my head because
No, you don't even know why you shaking your head.
No, I don't even know. I'm just.
Okay,
gassing.
but so what to me, dandyism when I was growing up is just you fly. Like you put that shit on, right? And it's colors. I think we saw a lot of black and white, and I understand why there was a lot of black and white, because to me, black and white gives clean, elegant. You don't have to think too much. It's easy to put black and white together. But dandyism to me is pops of color. It's tailoring. It's suited for you. You can't just go buy a suit and throw it on and be like, I'm a dandy. Nah, the whole point is the tailoring.
Okay, so I feel.
I kind of went in, my bad.
No, that's good. No, that's actually good. You're basically talking about dandyism, how you see it and whatnot and stuff like that. So for me, like right now we're not dandy. We just
Not
we
at
chill.
all. Not at
we
all.
chill,
Not
right?
at all.
But dandy for me is like a mix of elegance with culture, with style, black style, black.
Okay, so when
culture.
you say culture, what does that mean though?
What
When you
does
say
that mean?
culture, yeah.
Okay, cool.
When it
so
relates
like,
to dandyism.
all right, so like growing up in Harlem, right? You know this. Growing up in Harlem, I'll give a perfect example of like, these are like some of the conversations I used to have with my peoples growing up and stuff like that. So like growing up, we were like Cameron fans and obviously Jay-Z fans and stuff, right? So every time I meet with Brooklyn cats and stuff, they always like the way Jay-Z dressed, this, that, and the third. But
Really? People like the way Jay-Z dress?
oh, you don't understand how many people think he
I don't
like
know.
fly and stuff.
The only thing I know Jay-Z for is the Yankee fitted and the S. Dot Carters.
Right.
And them things is ugly.
Whereas we're like, yo, no, he's not.
Nah.
If you from
Harlem had it.
you
Harlem
from-
had it, yeah,
You're
I
a
agree with you.
trendsetter. And not even just Cam, like growing up with Dipset and stuff like that. Mace,
Right.
and things like that. Also, like just seeing people from Harlem always have like something on that make you go stop. Like, you know what I'm saying, your tracks and be like,
No, I
oh,
agree with
snap.
you. I agree with you. We from Harlem, so we agree on that. Harlem people know how to put it on. I
Right.
agree with you. That's a different aspect though, because I never thought
Nah,
to
you
say.
couldn't go down 125th and look crazy. You
Not-
gotta like.
No, I'm saying I never thought to say that dandyism is when we was wearing like BB Simmons belts and Pelly Pellies and
No. I mean, like, that's the culture aspect to it. So,
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
dandyism would be like, I bet it would be like wearing like, for a guy, right? You can wear like a nice blazer,
Okay.
right? Let's say you have like a tan blazer on, boom. So then you could put on some like fitted red trousers, like or burgundy trousers, have some brown shoes on, and then you know what I'm saying, have some fire ass dope socks, you know, some black and ugly socks on.
You got them on? No.
Nah, I ain't wearing those. I have like low cut socks today, and then also too like maybe throw like an ascot on. You boom, you chilling, you fly, and then not just that, you might have like a hat on or something like a top hat or something like that.
Gotcha.
You know, looking elegant, looking clean, looking sophisticated. Those are like the main styles. Or like a lot of guys wear a double-breasted suit.
Right.
You know?
I think when we think about dandyism, we only think about the men. Right?
Nah, the women got fire fits too.
Whose look were you feeling at the Met Gala? What
Obviously,
woman?
Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Right? Monet.
Okay.
That piece was
fire.
fire.
That was dope. She was dope. But I expected that of her because her whole thing is like she looks very dandy. That was her whole theme. That's her whole theme, her whole career, right? So
that's true. If you go to her concert, she dandy all day.
That's true.
She performing like that as well.
I've never seen her in concert.
I've seen her a couple of times on concerts that my friends have attended. Like, real talk, everyone shows off every concert on their stories. I swear to God, that's how I feel like I be there and stuff. I don't gotta go to no
If
show
you
anymore.
don't show it off your story, how are we supposed to know you went?
That's facts. That's facts. But any other looks?
What looks that I like?
I thought A$AP Rocky fit was mid.
I thought it was very mid. I expected more of him just because he was one of the co-chairs. So I thought he was. I really wish he took that coat off. That's it for me. I wish he took the coat off, and then we could see the details of the suit.
Yo, I was watching someone's like reviewing the show and stuff, and they were like, "Yo, Pusha T, it looked like he had dandruff. It looked like he had dandruff." One person said dandruff. One person said cocaine.
I would say coke because that's all he ever talks about. So.
It was still fire. Though,
I did like Pusha T's suit. I just thought it needed to be tailored more. It looked like a little big on him. But maybe he was going for the broad shoulders.
The last LV show he worked on, it seems like kind of the same.
That's the same,
swag,
and I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was tailored. It just didn't necessarily. I wish it was more fitted, slimmer. I don't know.
What did you think about Andre 3000's fit? Like with the piano on his back?
I think he said, fuck it. I think he said, fuck it. I got an album out. What's up, y'all? Because he can do no wrong. He could do no wrong. So I don't think it was a fit. I think he just wanted to promote his album.
I thought he was paying homage to like music from back in the days of how like black people we had to put on the show, especially in America, like growing up in slavery.
So he got the music on the back? On his back.
Yeah.
Like a literal sense. Okay.
It was like how his outfit was like clothes that you would see from back in the days, like during slavery time and stuff like that. Whereas like, so back then slaves had to make clothes out of anything. They weren't given,
out of scraps,
exactly. They weren't given the best garments and stuff. So I got it. I understood
the symbolism behind it.
Exactly. But in terms of if I would wear that, nah, bro.
Nah, I'm not wearing it. But then again, that's Andre for you, so.
Yeah, I respect it, you know? Like
he went on the carpet last for a reason.
He wanted to shut the show down.
Exactly. And then there's a piano on your back. Like,
I don't know. Did any like white people wear like black designer clothing? Or?
Nah, some did. I don't remember her name, but some did. A few. I felt like it shouldn't have been a requirement to wear black designer.
Yo, did you see the clip when Anne Hathaway was interviewing Tiana
Taylor?
It's
awkward.
She gave her that
up and down, like, what you got on? I wanted to say because
black people.
She wore like the skirt and a collar shirt. Like, that's not even mid. That's low. It's just
damn, bro. That's mid.
I didn't like it at all.
Damn.
You can't say you liked it either.
I don't even remember the fit. That's how bad it was.
Exactly, but you remember the reaction to it.
Yeah, because that's our culture.
Exactly.
That's what we do in our culture.
Who did I think had a really, really great fit? I think Jodie. What's her name? Joni Turner.
Oh, I don't know her name. I don't know who you're talking about.
I think that was her name. We got a customer. Hello. How you doing? Welcome. Were you just walking past, or you decided?
What happened?
I said, were you walking past, or you?
Yeah, I was just walking.
Okay, yeah, come in. We're recording, so you got to say hi. We're just talking about the Met Gala.
I'm so sorry.
No, you don't. No, come in.
Get
Just,
shot. Yeah, we gonna film regardless. This is part
you're
of.
good.
This is
You're
what we
good.
do
You're
on our show
good. We
and
just be
stuff.
talking. So.
Exactly.
No worry. Don't worry. We just gonna talk and you can shop. If you have questions, he can help you out.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
no problem. She was in Queen and Slim Queen. What was it?
Oh,
You should know.
No.
You should know.
Why should I know?
Because you're a videographer.
Oh, because I'm a videographer, I should know.
Yes.
Well, I mostly watch TV shows over movies. I'm not
okay.
really
Here
a
you
big
go.
movie person.
Okay. There
And
we
you're
go.
talking
Thank
about-
you.
and
Thank
you're talking
you.
about
Thank
Queen-
you. Yeah.
Queen and Slim.
Yeah. I thought her outfit A1. The color,
Fire?
the details, the hat, the jacket. It was definitely on point. It looked like it was made for her. I felt like, to me, that was the biggest thing. I want your fit to look like it was made for you because it's super fine tailoring. Super fine tailoring is something that is made for you. So, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know celebrities like that. I don't really care for them. I just keep it 1,000. Some of the fits look good. Some of them look crazy.
Right. I don't think I care for celebrities, but
Dapper was there.
that he was there.
What did
His outfit was cool
yeah.
in the
It was still
symbolism it
Gucci
had.
based, right? Because he got that Gucci
I
contract.
think
But that's his
so,
come up,
but
so I
he
can
had his
understand.
own print, and it was like a Sankofa print on it, huh? The hearts, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I really enjoyed that because it had a lot of symbolism in it. The Sankofa means you have to know where you're going. You have to look back to know where you're going. So it
That's
makes
so funny
sense though
I was gonna wear
because
my son Kofa shirt.
oh,
today.
word, you was.
Well,
I didn't
wear,
make a Sankofa shirt
No.
yet, so what? Wow.
You always do this to me. So yeah.
Yo, you know
remind
what's
me-
crazy?
What?
Last time we interviewed, I had on this in a t-shirt,
Yes.
and now I have
remember.
this on in a hoodie.
I'm just
Listen.
peeping that right now. That has the cease and desist letter in the background.
Nah, this is before they
Oh.
this is before they hit me up, so it don't have it. But yeah, I was in a rush this morning. I was a little late, so I had to. I was looking for the one that had the letter on the back, and I couldn't find it. So.
So yeah, you can walk by.
Yeah, go ahead, girl. You good?
Listen,
Take care.
I love
Right?
I love it because it keeps the people going.
It do keep the people going, right? People be in here, yo. Today was a good day. Oh yeah, Met Gala cool, but today we had our first Mother's Day event, and it was a patent plan. It went really, really dope. I loved it. It warmed my heart. So shout out to everybody that came.
Yes, shout outs to everyone that had the opportunity to come to the Black Room. You know,
I want to have more events for free. I feel like that's where it's at. Like I have to give back in some way, shape, or form. So if my space can become their space, then we good.
skills. I see things when I shoot, or like I could project certain things, but to like sit down and like draw and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not.
Nah, I can't
That's not me.
necessarily draw really well, but I can put my idea down, and then I can get on Photoshop and do what I'm supposed to do on there.
Yeah, I'm the type of person like if we're watching a show, I know a lot of people pay attention to like the story. Or what's
Nah,
going
I'm paying
on.
attention to the details.
Yeah, me too.
And that's why it's hard for me to watch shows because I'd be like, oh, that coffee cup is back. And it'd be like, what? The coffee cup is just there. It doesn't necessarily have any symbolism to it. But I'm
Right.
fixated on things that I don't need to be fixated on.
Exactly. Like, but
Yeah.
I'm usually trying to figure out like, okay, like the motion of the shot, right?
Oh, well,
So,
duh,
like-
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Right.
So I see that I'm like, oh shit, they went to a wide shot to like now a close up.
Yeah.
Then they show him mid, or why is they doing a top down angle on this person? Oh, it's
No.
trying to convey this emotion.
You're right. I'm starting to get into that because I'm, yeah. So I'm paying attention to that
Oh,
too
I
now.
see what you're doing.
You see me?
You shot a whole
I see
video commercial.
Don't do that now.
It was.
Because before we turn these cameras on, you told me my light in it, my color grading is on.
Yeah, you can do better.
I
Don't
will,
worry,
I
you
will
will.
do. I will do better.
Yeah, you're gonna be better than me soon.
And you're gonna see it. All right, no problem. No problem. You're gonna see it.
She's gonna be. Listen.
But now,
she'll
but
be
let's
better
talk
than me.
about real quick. When you came in here, you said
Okay.
I'm supposed to be editing, but I'm not. Why?
Oh, I'm not editing because I'm lazy. No, I'm joking. That was a
Nah,
joke.
you know you're not lazy.
No. I needed a break. So for me, in order to provide my clients with like the best, like more value in terms of editing and creating content for them, I have to be like in the mood. But most importantly, when I'm not in a creative atmosphere or space, it's not productive. I'm not productive.
You came here to recharge.
I have to recharge
Oh,
sometimes. Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, when I'm around other creatives too.
You got it.
my
I'm giving you a juice.
My juices get flowing and stuff. No, and it happens to.
No, it
that
does.
happens
It does.
with creatives and
It does.
stuff. Also, too, like for instance, it happens when like I'm out filming. Like this whole, like I was out filming for fashion. For the Met Gala. I was out filming for a couple of clients this week and stuff. So I'm not someone that just films what type of project. I'm doing all different type of projects.
Gotcha,
Right?
okay.
So like.
So some projects are not necessarily creative.
Right.
Right.
And this project is not. I look at it like this. Like if I'll keep it simple. If I'm not doing like a project, and a project would be, let's say I need to create content for someone's brand, right? So you got to tell a story.
We just
and
talking
then
about that.
gotta
Do you
shoot.
always gotta tell a story though?
Yes. Yes. If you want the most reactions.
Yes, you should tell a story,
Now,
right.
short form content, if you're trying to sell product and stuff, I'm going to say there's a time to create a story, and then there's a time to just get your product out there. What do I
Okay.
mean by that? So, like, if you're a store owner, like you, right? All you have to do is have someone model your outfit. Just walk straight into the camera, turn around. That's it. Boom. Show that. Because more often than not, people want to see the fit.
They want to see how the clothes fit, like move.
Exactly. You know, and if you don't have, if you have modest means, if you don't really have a budget, that's still quality work, because at
Right.
the end of the day, you're doing the basic stuff.
Right.
But if you want to tell a story and have people connect and resonate with your brand, that's different.
Right.
Right.
That takes more work though. That takes more work, because for me, it's like, if I'm gonna tell a story, I need to have that story, idea of that story before I even begin designing.
That's why I try to tell more
But
clients.
sometimes I design because I just feel like, oh, these colors will hit, this fabric will hit, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like before I used to be like, oh, I can't design anything with meaning, but now I'm somewhere in the middle where I can design things without, not necessarily without meaning, but it's just not as deep as the other things I've designed.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, there's still some type of message there. So I'm speaking to somebody with it,
So
but
what's
it's
the
not.
message of Black and Ugly?
We're not gonna do that. we not today. Okay, but you thought he was funny with that. That's a good one.
I had to. I gotta get the people going.
Go on.
Duh, you see my podcast with dreams?
Yo, listen, y'all
We be chatting.
be chatting.
But I have to. I'm like we played different roles. So
I do. But
Yeah,
you guys are kind of similar too, though.
nah, we're different.
Nah.
I know for a fact we're different.
Okay, yes, for a fact you are different individuals, but you guys have a lot of things in common, and it's okay. Y'all mad go. Most friends have things in common.
I don't know.
Like-
I think some of his,
He ain't here to defend himself.
No,
so-
not that. I'm not gonna say anything about dreams and stuff like that. I'm just gonna talk from my
I'ma tell you-
perspective
I'ma
and stuff.
tell you dreams.
So for the podcast that we do, I take the role of like devil's advocate.
Yeah,
So
because you want to
I'm
get the
type of-
people going.
Exactly.
Not even in the podcast, in life. You like to
That's
play
true,
devil
too.
advocate.
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
like to tip people. You want to see how people are gonna react.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first met you, I was like, he's dead ass like that. No, but no, I was like, okay, he just like to pull strings. He likes reactions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Just to get to get
I
some
mean,
vibes
it's a
going
balance of
sometimes.
life, because if we are all dead serious, it wouldn't work out.
Exactly. So I have to do that on my podcast because sometimes his responses just be mad. I don't want to say dry, but
Ooh,
it
you
just
heard
be
that,
like,
James?
nah, it's not that.
said
It's
you
just
dry.
No, it's not that. It's just when you shoot, you understand the manner in which people speak, right? So he's more like calm, reserved, monotone
That's
when you
me.
speak. Exactly.
I don't think I'm on the top.
No, you get you talk smoothly, and then from times you'll like do different inflections with your voice to like express your.
Someone told me
emotions.
the other day that I was doing an interview here, and I think it's a great feedback she gave me. She said that I start off high and then I deplete by time I answer the question. So
Yes,
like
you do that a lot.
I
That's
do
okay.
do that a lot, because it's by. Sometimes I take so long to express what I want to say. By the time I get to the end, I'm like, there, it's out, and I'm tired.
Bro, that's better than some people. Some
That's
people
true.
don't know what the fuck they talking
That's
about.
true, that's true, that's
I'll be interviewing them, and I be like, yo, get to the fucking point, bro. I ain't trying to be here for hours. But I can't say that to them.
You can't.
Bro, I
I'm about to say
that
you
to my
can't say that.
clients.
Period, because
No,
you
no,
talk a
people
lot
love
too.
me. Oh, but I do it on purpose for my shows. It's a
okay.
method to my madness, right?
As always.
But when I'm with, like, if I'm working with people and stuff like that, I ain't talking that much. I'm trying to be in and out because
You
I have
you
to
trying to
go
work.
edit that shit.
That's a fact.
Like, I ain't
Yeah, you
trying
got
be-
shit to edit
That's
right
what I'm
now.
saying.
Right now. In
not-
this right now. And then like he just put more on his plate by pulling up.
Yeah, I need another episode for my page so you know how we do. Hey, listen, that's how it works.
I feel like maybe we could make this I mean, it came in March.
This is episode
We're now
2,
in May.
so-
Maybe a monthly thing.
You didn't see the
You know what I
beginning
mean?
of the last one? It said, I think I put the Black Room Conversations
Yeah, you
episode
did.
1. So this is episode 2.
Episode 2? All
I
right,
think
we'll keep
we were gonna do more.
I don't know.
of
I'm
these.
always thinking like, how consistent should I be with things? But some things should just flow. It shouldn't be. I don't have to have a strict guideline. Some things could just be when you pull up, we have a conversation.
Yeah, I like it like that.
Not overthink it. Like, oh, yo, we supposed to be chatting today at 5:00. Because then when you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood.
Well, I would say this. Right now, we chilling.
Yeah.
But there's gonna come some times where there's certain things I think we should talk about, especially
Yeah.
like in the culture and stuff, because I think that's very important to keep current with what's going on, so people know like we do have
That's true.
opinions on
Yeah,
these things.
that's fact.
But right now, honestly, at least for me, I can't speak for you, but
Right.
for me, it's been kind of slow in terms of like
Conversation?
not my interest or what I've been seeing in our culture, what's popping and stuff. I haven't hasn't been a lot of stuff that caught my eye. Like, oh, I gotta be involved with that. Oh no, everything honestly has just been. I'm kind of tired of like the tariff talk and things like that.
Yeah, I
and all
don't
that.
even want to talk about it. Honestly, the tariff talk to me is,
Wait, has that affected your business, by the way?
I mean, before I was saying it wasn't, but now it is because
Damn.
there's like certain items I have stuck at customs right now.
Damn.
Right, and I don't know if I'm gonna get them or not. But if I don't get them, I'm gonna get a refund. So, but and then like some manufacturers, they're doing a thing where they ship it to Korea, and then from Korea they ship it to the United States. So now things are taking longer to get to me. But that's a way to avoid tariffs. And then like the other day I was getting my samples, and my manufacturer asked me. He was like, if you want them in. Usually I get, like they ship a sample out, I get it within like 5 days. He's like, oh, if you get it in 5 days, you got to pay the tariffs on that. It's like, I already paid for these samples. Now I got to pay the tariff on the samples, which is like paying double shipping. Or he was like, oh, you can wait 15 days and we'll cover it for you because they're going to ship it like some slow way to avoid the tariffs.
That's crazy.
So there's ways around it. It's just super inconvenient. But then again, I'm not on a huge scale like a Walmart, so I don't know what they're dealing with. But I'm learning now. I'm gonna start manufacturing things outside of China.
Got you.
That's it. That's
Got
just the way
you.
it is. It's just what it is. And I don't right now. I don't even manufacture that many things in China, so I'm chilling.
Well, and for the record, people, it's not bad to get your products manufactured in China. So there's a misconception.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people think that, oh my God, well, actually, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
I can hear that narrative for just stupid white people. I'm just gonna say it. Stupid white people online, or just ignorant people in general. But I just had to say that because when you look at TikTok, when you look at different platforms, it's always like people from the Midwest
Or
South.
some people think, oh, you get it made in China, it's cheap, it's no good. And nah, China makes some quality things.
Here's the thing.
85% of these things in this world is made in China.
But here's the thing,
Oh,
though,
maybe
that
not this
people
world,
have
maybe
to
United States.
But the thing is this, in terms of what people have to understand about production, right? The problem is not necessarily like China, right? Because they have the technologies and the tools to create like these and manufacture these goods, right? It's the people they do business with, right? That go over there and say, hey, listen, you have the capabilities to make high quality things, but we want to increase our profit margin.
So
in
yeah.
order to increase your
How can we do
profit
that,
margin,
right.
exactly, you then have to then source cheap things and then get it made. Because think about it, because they have the technology to produce high quality things, and they do. Also, too, they're creating some of the most important technology in in the world. Like they're literally I don't think people know this, but they created a dam that actually stopped the rotation of the Earth. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, bro. Like they
gotta
doing
send me a
next
link for
level
that.
shit.
Let me see
They
that.
I'm gonna send you the link. They doing next level shit. Like me and my boy, he's an engineer. We talk about these are the things we talk about because my background's IT.
Oh,
like,
really?
computer information. So, yeah.
You definitely give IT, yo. That's a fact.
So it's like, I'll be plugged in, bro.
Yeah, that's a
so
fact.
all this
You
stuff
do.
that's actually going on, I just be like, wow, the world is dumb because the mass public
Yo,
get
people are just
feeds.
ignorant. People are ignorant.
And also,
And
our
now people don't source their own
I don't want to say
information.
our government, but the information that's spoken about on just basic news is so bare bones. It don't even talk about
That's a fact.
all the technical aspects or the considerations that one has to have when they're making like decisions.
But
to
then
make
again, you know what? You're a techie.
that's true too. Cause I'm gonna go seek out the knowledge.
You're gonna go
That's
seek
me.
it out. You're a techie.
Yeah, because I be questioning shit. I
You're a
have
nerd.
to.
You're a
Like
nerd.
that bugs me. I don't, and that's another reason why.
You're a nerd.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
You're a cool nerd. You're a cool nerd. You're a cool nerd. No, but I like to think I'm a nerd because I love information. Like I just love random knowledge. Like I watch Jeopardy just because.
Oh, me too.
Oh, word? Look
Hell
at that. Next time
yeah.
you come here, I'm playing Jeopardy.
Alright,
And we
cool.
gonna see who win. Yo, that'd be dope if I do a Jeopardy night.
So at my friend's event,
Yeah.
she did that like 2 months ago. It was lit.
It was lit?
Yeah, she had one section for questions about her business, her company,
Ooh.
her brand. In fact, you met her, Jolie.
Yeah.
she did that. And then the other like questions were like a famous woman because it was like for a woman's month. So
That's
it was
dope.
It was a
Maybe
great
I
idea.
should do that
That would go.
for my birthday. And then
Damn,
the
you gonna have
winner-
mad people here on your birthday?
I don't know.
You said June 14th?
June 14th. This is Saturday.
I know. Oh, I'm shooting that day.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Hi.
it's
What?
someone else's birthday too.
Oh,
yeah, they
who?
pay me Jeanne. She's sorry.
Oh, no.
She hired me already. She
Oh,
booked
really?
me for that day.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
and Dreams do photography. That
Oh,
day,
that's
too.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Also too, she
Shout
has
out to
a-
happy birthday.
and she has a habit of having all her events when I'm shooting.
Yo, it's not me. It's you. You booked and busy. That's a great thing.
Yeah, so in my line of work, I usually get booked Saturday and Sundays.
Of course. Yeah.
And
So
then
you're
I have
free
more
during
free
the
time.
week.
Exactly. You know?
Makes sense.
And I try to tell people like, hey, like, oh, that's another thing too. Those are my premium days on the weekends. So it's hard to like give discounts to people and stuff.
No, as
for
you
the
shouldn't.
weekend.
As you shouldn't.
Cause you know we got bills, bro.
That's a fact.
Shoot. But the weekdays I can work sometimes, you know, on my pricing.
Oh, look at that. And you come here on the weekends. Wow, you really
Well,
love
today,
me.
no, cause yeah, of course. But today also too, I just happen not to have any bookings.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
I was chill, and tomorrow is Mother's Day, so I didn't get booked for that.
That's
so
true.
I'm happy.
Now I'm happy.
Yeah,
And then
actually, I
you dad
was-
looked at me. I'm happy.
I'm happy. I want a day off. 'Cause I'm shooting. I have like 4 or 5 shoots next week. So
Booked and busy. I like that. I like that. What time is it though? Because I gotta close the door
yes.
soon.
So like
Let me see.
we're about to. Yeah, we're gonna call it.
I don't have
a
my
wrap.
phone.
Huh?
I don't have my phone.
You don't
I'm
have
so
your wrap?
used to
I'ma
having
check.
my phone on me. I started to
7:51.
internally panic. Okay, yeah.
Nah. So we got like 2 more minutes. Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, my summer stuff coming. I'm working somebody to shoot that. So hopefully, we make some magic happen.
She said she working with someone to shoot that. Look, you gonna shoot that yourself? It's
I
I'ma
can't.
shoot that.
I ain't gonna shoot it because my color grading skills ain't up yet.
Who said that? That person. Sus.
Yeah, I'm really watch. Yeah, watch when I own it. You're gonna be like, damn, Rifa. Watch. All right, that's not on my resume, but it can be on my resume.
What? Damn, you going hard. Why?
That's a fact. Nah, cause if you gonna tell me I'm not doing it good, you gotta show me how to do it better.
You see my content. Nah, you see my content. I'm fine.
All right, that's it, yo. It's all right.
That's it.
That's it. That's
You see
it.
my-
That's
you
it.
know, I
I thought I told
Like,
you.
good.
It's Baski, bitch.